Kumusta sa lahat? That means hello everyone in Tagalog. It's MJO23 Dan back with another video. Today's video I want to touch on my Filipino heritage, my roots. So, if you guys don't know, I'm a Filipino American. Got a little bit of Puerto Rican in me, a little bit of Chinese, but that's besides the point. What I want to talk about today is the collaboration between Titan 22, which is a Philippine retailer, and they are doing a first time collab with Jordan brands. So this one right here is the Air Jordan 23. They also did an Air Jordan 35. This released in the Philippines on December 23, 2020. Globally on December 29, 2020, and it will release here in the States on January 23, 2021. If you guys are interested, I'm going to give you a full detail and breakdown of the shoe. So let's get to it. Alright, so like I said, I'm a Filipino American. You guys see the flag in the background. Awesome. So this one right here, I was gifted by Titan 22. Shout out to you guys out there. Congratulations again on your release here with your first time collab with Jordan Brand. This is awesome. I do also want to shout out the designer, JP Managa, who is on the Jordan Brand team for executing just a lovely looking shoe, man. Just a great shoe. So I understand like he took this one to heart. So, you know, being Filipino, he took this and ran with it, man. He took the ball and he just went to the hoop and just dunked it, man. But like I said, so this is the first collaboration with Jordan Brand, and you know, it has inspiration pretty much of Titan's logo, which is a fist with a lightning bolt through it, and you can see that pattern all throughout the sneaker here. And if you understand the story, the Jordan 23 is probably one of the most beautiful design looking shoes of the line. You know, Tinker Hatfield was pretty much like the go person to create that shoe. And I remember being in San Diego when that release happened. This was for the Titanium 23. So yep, this is the one that everyone wanted back in 2008. We're actually coming up on 13 years since this release. This released on January 25, 2008. And I was in San Diego with my wife, and we drove up to LA. The Titanium 23 was only going to be released at 23 stores in the United States, with 23 pairs total for $529 for the US. And I didn't know at the time that they also did an international release for 529 more pairs. So in total, 1,058 pairs. And this one happens to be unnumbered. This is the tag information when you got it. But if you did get a US pair, it would have the you know, the numbered pair that you had and all that. But anyways, so 2008, San Diego, went up and tried to get it at a store called Millennium. And it was in LA. I forget where exactly. It's like in the ghetto part of Los Angeles, to be honest with you. I met up with my cousin just to increase my chances. So, you know, 3 people to be able to get this shoe. And unfortunately, I was not able to score that day to get this shoe. My cousin had to go to work, so he gave me his raffle ticket. So how it worked over there was that Millennium drew sizes in chalk on the pavement, and you would stand in that group section of what size you wanted for you know, the titanium 23, and they would raffle off the tickets. So however many pairs they had in that specific size range, they would be going from group to group, or size group to size group, and running a raffle. So in my size 10 area, man, there was probably, I want to say like 20 something people in there. You would expect to be, you know, a lot more, but you know, sneaker hype back then wasn't as prominent as it is now. But that day I didn't get it. You know, we all struck out. We ended up, just my wife and I, driving back down to San Diego empty-handed. I jumped on the Soul Collector forums, and you know, shout out to Soul Collector. Back then I was an administrator for their forums, and you know, obviously you guys may know of the magazine. This is the issue 22, February 2008 edition of Soul Collector magazine, and it's super thick. And so, you know, if you are looking for information on the Air Jordan 23, or even like a Bible pretty much of like sneaker releases up until this point, issue 22 is the one to get, with Jordan on the cover here. So, you know, it talks about the Air Jordan 23 pretty much in detail, and what the inspiration was behind it. So the approach was, when creating the Air Jordan 23, is it's called the considered aspect, where the brand wanted to focus more on using less glues, hand making shoes, pretty much be in line with like environmental protection and all that stuff. So they wanted to make it a little bit, you know, less toxic for the community. So what they did was that they pretty much like hand stitched, you know, the Air Jordan 23. There's a lot of details that went into the shoe, and there's several different colorways. It's one of my most favorite Air Jordans of the line. But anyways, with Soul Collector, I'm rambling with this story here, is that I jumped on the forums. They had a marketplace, and there was a guy that was selling the Air Jordan 23 titanium. And what had happened was, I met him up at Beverly Hills Nike, when Nike had a store in Beverly Hills. It was a Nike town, and I didn't exactly know like that I was also dealing with the person that had won a sneaker release that was actually in front of me. So I lost that release by like one number, and the person in front of me was actually the one that grabbed it. So anyways, it was him that I met up back in LA, and you know, he drove up with his car. His wife was in the car. I had my brother-in-law with me, and we meet up, and I think the deal was for like 2000 Olympic sixes dead stock, which at the time was like going for probably about 500 600 bucks at the time. And then I think I gave him like cash on top. I'm not sure exactly how much cash, I forget, but yeah, this one was going for some money. But so anyways, he ended up having two pairs, and I asked him, I said, do you have the numbered pair, obviously, but what's the other pair? Did you get it here in LA, blah blah blah? And so he said he won it, or his wife won it internationally off some website or something. So this is why like it's unnumbered, the tag. So anyways, I asked him, I said, can we, you know, do the deal for the Millennium pair that you won in LA? And you know, I knew that one was numbered. So anyways, he gets back in the car, and he asks his wife, do I give him the numbered pair or the unnumbered pair? And so the wife, I can hear her like in the car, and she's like, give him the unnumbered pair. And I'm like, oh. So anyways, I missed out my chance of getting a numbered pair. I would have definitely liked the numbered pair. I know it's not exactly numbered in the shoe, but it's numbered, you know, on the tag, but it still would have been an awesome way to like cap it off. But anyways, nonetheless, I'm glad that this happened. You know, I was able to get the shoe what I wanted, and I've held on to it, you know, since then. So 13 years now I've had this, and it's been dead stock in my collection for some time. Ooh, so that's a wild tangent there, but I really wanted to connect the Air Jordan 23 to my story, which is why, like, you know, the Titan 22 Air Jordan 23 is an important shoe to me. So you know, it's beautifully crafted. I was really excited to be a part of like the panel when they introduced the shoe on the 18th of December of 2020. I was invited to be part of a panel to ask questions about the shoe, the inspirations, what it meant to the owner of Titan 22, who is Raul Reynoso. And yeah, he was really happy about it. They were really proud to be able to create something, you know, with Philippine roots and inspiration. And it seems like this isn't the last time that they'll be doing a collaboration. So really expect more from Titan to bring more Philippine, you know, inspirations to the forefront. But anyways, so this pair will release on the 23rd of January, and it'll basically be available at like two brand name stores, which is Jumpman LA in Los Angeles and Shoe Palace Los Angeles. And I also heard that Serramonte Shoe Palace will be raffling off the shoe. So I believe everything is a raffle process, which you may be late on already, you know, with, you know, the timing of this video. But yeah, this one will probably be around $250. The Jordan 35 will be around $195, $200. But you know, both are incredible shoes. So the reason why Titan chose the Air Jordan 23 is because Raul actually noticed that you know, and the Philippines is big on basketball. So in 2008, he noticed that there was some type of shift there going on with like people paying a lot more attention to sneakers, and so he wanted to open up a store. And so you know, pretty much it's their 10th anniversary celebration, so this is why it's dropping. This had to be the shoe that was included, which is great. I love the Jordan 23. It's still like one of the sneakers that I feel like can rival like the Air Jordan 35, and it's wonderful that they're pairing it up together with the shoe. It's not going to be like a pack together, but the shoes are going to be sold separately. So these will be $250. The Air Jordan 35 will be $200, $195 about there. But yeah, just a classic sneaker, man. But I think that the 23 is a lot better in like detail and design, because you know it's made with love pretty much. So it's pretty much what the original Air Jordan 23 was crafted from, you know, like with, you know, different aspects of the shoe, the perforations, the stitching, you know, the upper pattern is different obviously because they wanted to tie in their story here, but that pop of crimson, you know, behind the tongue and the threading, you know, for the Air Jordan 23 Titan, I think it did well. They also did with like an off-white looking color of the TPU. It also comes with off-white color or sail looking laces, and then it comes with white laces. I think they should have included though the crimson laces. I think that would have been like a cool little pop of color just to match the contrast stitching. And then on the tongues, so they're different. On the left shoe, you get the Jumpman logo in gold. And then on the right shoe, you get Titan's logo on the tongue there. So pretty cool. And then on the inside, you have Jordan's thumbprint. Of course, you know, this is you know, Jordan's pretty much imprint, so to speak, on the game shoe. And that's what he wanted to include there to kind of make it a little bit more personal. And then lastly, the little detail here, it says Titan PH, and this is actually the style code of the first, I guess, general release of the Air Jordan 23. So this is the style and color code of this model right here, the black stealth. And yeah, it's kind of funky. I own all the Air Jordan 23s except for the lows, but I did post a picture on my Instagram, which I think it's phenomenal, because I'm taking like a picture of all the 23s that are just laid out on the floor. You guys can follow me on Instagram to check that out. And I guess that's about it. The 3 stars, represent the 3 stars of the Philippine flag, which is pretty much like I guess what you call like the main islands of the Philippines. With all that said, again, thank you guys for checking out my review. You know, for going over the story of the Titanium Air Jordan 23 and my love for the Air Jordan 23. Anyways, with that being said, thank you again for Titan for sending out the Air Jordan 23. I should have asked for the 35 too, just so I can give you guys a review. But anyways, I'm not greedy. But that's about it. Let me know down in the comment section what you guys think about the review, my story, all of that. And I'll talk to you guys later. Take care.